So welcome back, everyone. Sorry about the minor technical difficulties. So we've got Gore, we've got Von Yakos, Raven Kenshin, welcome back. Highland Lass, thank you for confirming you heard the music. Gore, I'm glad you were figured out it was on your end there. Just have to turn it up a little bit. Swedish Cook, welcome, welcome. Let's see, Crazy Eight's Commando, Robert, 48818. Elbu, as I said, and Dag, Will. Got a bunch of people here. Welcome, one and all. How's everyone doing today? I appreciate you being here for the damn stream. So I'm gonna try and keep my hair trimmed on my head going forward. I'm gonna have a strict regimen of trimming it every day, like shaving every day. So this here is called the Water Goddess Temple, main chapel. I found this on the workshop a little earlier, and I thought it was pretty cool, so I thought I wanted to share it. So I just don't like shaving my head constantly, but I use a trimmer, and I found one that gets really close, but it also gives me significant kind of razor burn, so I don't like using it as much. It's just one of those things. It's a combination of laziness mixed with whatever. Nice, nice, Robert. That's cool. So what's everyone been up to all week? Welcome back, one and all, damn fam. My name is Mac. I'm the community manager for Dungeon Alchemist. This is the official damn stream, which we hold every Saturday. Same damn time, same damn channel. We also host a variety of other events throughout the week, including Map Maker Monday here on Twitch, as well as 2 office hour events in our Discord every week. Island Last, has a fire been reignited under you after the latest update, and you just are all about maps now? I'm glad to hear it. But yeah, this is amazing here. Anyway, I'm excited y'all are here. I'm very excited for the stream. I'm also kind of excited to discuss a few things with everyone that is here. So, last week, Wim joined us on office hours on I think it was last Thursday, so not this last one, but the one before. And he shared some unique information that I thought you all should know. And if you have heard already, awesome. If you haven't, then let everyone else hear it without any spoilers, if possible. But basically, our next update is going to be magic, which a lot of people know. But with that same thought, we are actually hoping to tackle round and diagonal rooms with the AI in this next update. Which is a pretty big deal. So Wim said that's the biggest thing at the forefront right now on the development. which is incredibly awesome. I know people have been asking for this for a long time. This is cool. Really cool map. The aesthetic is well done. So, that's one thing. I like it. Little canals and whatnot. Okay, sorry. Man, it's dope. In the hot tub. Chill out. Cleansing pool, I guess you could call it. Oh, you just noticed the pottery wheel? What? Go ahead, Dag. I'm actually sipping some coffee at the moment. I'm still kind of like, I don't know. This morning I had a lot going on and was just dealing with some things. So I had a grocery order I had to pick up, which is like a whole thing because I had to like wait in line there and then get it all put in, and then they missed like half my stuff because it got mixed up with someone else's order. It was just a big pain. Normally it's pretty straightforward, but today it was not. So I was like rushing to get to the stream today. I'm actually really excited right now because I just noticed we're actually only 2 followers away from hitting 2,000 here on Twitch, which is quite monumental if you think about it. I mean, we've been growing here for under a year because I recall distinctly that we didn't even have the Twitch right away because the name was being squatted on by someone, whether it was someone in our community or just someone who liked the name, whatever, someone malicious, I'm not sure. So that was being squatted on, and we had to prove ownership of the name, and then so Carl and Wim worked with them and got that all squared away. But it's impressive considering how far we've come. I'm not sure. The first follower of the old account, you mean? The squatter? I checked that. I assumed they were the person who... Like, that's my natural assumption, is the first follower is likely their other account. I checked there. We tried messaging that person. They never replied. And then Twitch gave us the account. But I don't remember who was the first to follow. Probably me. I followed the account right away with my personal Twitch. So... Man, I think this map is beautiful, and I'm kind of fixated on it, so I think we should move on to another one, or I'll spend way too much time here. Has anyone noticed any cool maps lately that really jumped out to you? I love to spend time... Oh, that's the Tabaxi one Robert was talking about. Let's take a look. I really love to spend time on the workshop and just kind of browse and peruse. By the way, follow age is indicative of when the bot was set up, which was later too. Oh wait, I guess we do. Oh, we're over a year now, I guess? Huh. I guess it is just a little over a year now. Whoa. It's a lot of boxes. Does it? Oh, interesting. That's cool. I didn't know that. I thought it tracked it, so my bad. So yeah, that's good to know. So roughly a year, I think. I wanted to get under here and check this out first. I don't know why, but that was intriguing to me, the way that was moving. So you probably followed right around the time we started it, which makes sense. So it's been a little over a year, probably. Man, I need to go back and double check. I thought it had been under a year, but I guess I got my dates wrong. Still, pretty cool, all things considered. That in a year's time, we've, hit 2,000 followers on this platform. And in addition to that, we also got our own category, which was something that, was not thought to be possible when I joined the team. So I'm really, really happy that we are able to accomplish those things. So what's the story behind this, Robert? Like any cat would be doing, right? Like most cats. Huge. Oh, it totally was a group effort. It wouldn't have happened without our community and the drive behind it. Between me constantly pushing it, asking for, people to go to it on the streams, asking for people on our socials, everyone supporting it and going to it, dropping comments, leaving feedback to Twitch, etc. It was us, commenting and saying things on Twitter that finally got their attention, actually. It was a Twitch staff member who pinged me and they're like, hey, we saw your tweets and we were wondering, what's going on. And we talked about it, and that's kind of what got it solved. They looked at our petition after that. Finally, no one had even looked at it. And then they were like, okay, you guys definitely have garnered enough attention and support to get this to happen. And I was just confused, But I think, we had like something like 300 or 100 and something, and then got up to like several thousand petition signups. It's awesome. I'm very stoked on it. You guys are amazing. The community really came through. I mean, I was streaming Dungeon Alchemist on Facebook before I got like brought on to the team. I really just loved streaming it. It was so fun. It's awesome. Like, I'm excited that it's just come so far in such a short time. It's really amazing. Yeah, there was such an amazing community effort to drive that and make it happen. Without this community, it wouldn't have happened. And to be honest with you, it's awesome. Like, that we were able to do this. I don't really know of any other map making software that have their own category. So, pretty cool. So, okay. This whole area here looks like it took you forever to make because you kind of did it all by hand, it looks like, with the freestanding stuff. So, how long did it take you, Robert? Nice. Oh, hey, Raven, I hope my comments weren't seen as me saying, oh, yeah, like, I did it all. No, definitely, I realized it was a big community effort, but I think it was one of the things I took under my wing when I came into the community to make sure that there was a huge drive behind it, because I wanted it to happen bad. I'm just happy it happened. You know what I mean? Zach! How have you been, brother? I'm glad you're here. I missed your face. So, question for y'all. Actually, more like, I just got, I guess, garnering feedback. Oh, hey, Ma, 0012, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Indeed. Hey, Bella, how are you? This is pretty cool, Robert. Thank you for sharing. It's interesting. I love seeing all the things people can do now. And now that it doesn't require so many crazy workarounds, it's amazing. Okay, what I was hoping to gauge the community on. So I'm a lot of people have probably heard of Inktober or Maptober, right? Maybe, maybe not. Waiting a moment. So there is a kind of fun, it's not necessarily a competition or a contest, it's more like an event. And it started as what's called Inktober, where artists would put up prompts on like social networking, and they would encourage other artists to use that prompt as inspiration to draw something and share it online. And they do that every day for a month, a different prompt every day, all through October. And that evolved from Inktober, a drawing type thing, to Maptober, where people are encouraged to make maps, i.e., you know, cartography, map making for D&D, etc. So, what I am pointing out is, in the past, we haven't participated in this as a community. I haven't really, you know, pushed it or anything. But this year, I kind of wanted to. I've been coming up with a list of prompts for the month of October. And I don't know. I'm excited to see where it may go. There's really no like required need for anyone to participate, but it's a great way to kind of get your creative juices flowing, make a bunch of different maps, and get them all shared with the community so we all kind of benefit from it. But we're thinking of calling it the Month O Mapness. I was also considering Damtober or Cartographer. I had both of those on the list, but yeah, we've got a few of them. Damtober is definitely already on the list, Will. The problem is Damtober is kind of inclusive. Only people in our community know about it. Know what the damn thing is. It's an inside joke. So I'd rather do something that is more like anybody can see it and take advantage of it, and also not necessarily be offended at it at a glance. I mean, I would hope they go on the workshop, you know. Basically, I'm going to be just looking for them on the workshop with the prompt in it. So anywhere in the description, it needs to have the prompt. And basically, you have an opportunity to make a new map every day with a different prompt. I give you a prompt and kind of a little, so it's like a name and a little kind of vague prompt that you can make something with. And then you submit that map. It doesn't even have to be big. It could be like a 20 by 20 map. Nothing big. Do we tag them somehow? Well, when you're publishing a map on the workshop, you could just type month O mapness. You know, something like that. So I can find it. Or like that. Or like this. As long as it has that somewhere in the description, then it'll work. Yeah, see, Maptober is a thing that exists, but I kind of wanted to just kind of slightly rebrand it for our own fun and community. But then anyone can still join in, and even if they're not part of our community. I know, it's weird. I don't know, maybe I just want to put my own spin on it. But Maptober already exists. It is a thing. So yeah, we could use the existing format. I just kind of wanted to give it our own name for our own community. Chartoween. I was thinking of Cartoberfest, like Oktoberfest, but Cartographer. Yeah, I guess not, huh? Maybe. Well, they can still post on socials to join just by tagging it there. You know what I mean? But I would encourage people in our community to do either or. Like, you could put it on Steam Workshop or share it on socials. I don't know. Discord, yet again, it was more inclusive. I kind of want to put it somewhere where it's out more public, where you can just search it in a browser. You don't have to be a member of the community. Does that make sense? You know me, Sack. I just like to be difficult, man. Pull up another map. Honestly, I didn't even get the reference, which is kind of sad because I watched a decent amount of The Simpsons over the years, so kind of bums me out. But if I'm being honest, I'm a much larger fan of Futurama, and I've been really hyped on the new season. It's been really funny. That's a good idea, Bella. That's a good idea. So, yeah, so I was hoping to allow people to, post across their preferred social using the hashtags we provide for the event. That way I could track it across pretty much all of those relatively easily. And, I mean, people could still post them in Discord. Heck, we could probably even just set up a channel for it. But I do feel like, yet again, that is kind of just a confined space. A lot of people don't necessarily want to join a Discord server. Whereas if it's something online, they don't even need an account. Like if it's on, say, Instagram or Twitter, they can just look at it. Too much to add and your brain hurts. Fair enough, my friend. Fair enough. I mean, you do a lot of good work. You should be proud of it. Hey, Watchtower, what you been up to, buddy? This is a brutal pit. Doesn't it look cool? We'll put some light in here so we can see something. I like the shaping. Nice. I'm excited to see it. Kind of just, it's like a diamond, or it reminds me of the shape of rupees from, like Zelda, like the old school Zelda games. The bards and the bees. Ah, maybe it is. Yeah, it probably is. Now that you say it, I believe it might be. Actually, isn't it more like this with a flat, not a point? So it's flat with like a notch, and then flat, sideways, flat. It's like kind of like a flattened out hexagon. No, it's a flattened octagon, kind of like. Whoop. So, I'm in a campaign. Well, from like I was playing in one, and I think I made the DM mad at me because I said, hey, I want to start a brewing company called Eldritch Blast. We'll take a look at your botanical garden soon, my friend. I want to check it out. So it's a brew, an ale, Eldritch Blast. Huh. Electrum's whatever we want it to be. This is a really cool map, though. Well done. Arena of the Undead Horde. It's probably the reason no one uses it or wants it, because it's inefficient. Seriously, we are one follower away from hitting 2,000. I'm gonna just beg really quickly. Please follow us so we can hit that milestone and do a giveaway of a free copy of Dungeon Alchemist. So, if there's someone in here who hasn't followed yet, it's your time to shine. It really is. Shh. Crazy Eights, Commando. You know what? By the way, the person who is the 2,000 follower doesn't win it automatically. We're going to do a drawing. Okay, is that, are you quoting Roger Rabbit, kind of? That's what I do. Okay, that was one of my favorite movies growing up, by the way. Also, the fact that you had you had Looney Tunes and Disney characters in the same movie, and the kind of themology behind the movie, which was not very Disney themed if you think about it. It's crazy that all of that was put into one thing at the time. I really, really loved that movie growing up. It's hilarious. I mean, I still love it. It's good. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Robert Hoskins kills. I mean, the whole cast and crew. Man, I was terrified of the dip as a kid. Hey, Panketeer. Christopher Lloyd is amazing as a villain. He does really good. Hey, did we just hit it? I think we just hit it. Did we just hit 2K? Unless someone just unfollowed right away. I'm pretty sure we just hit it. D4 Despair. 2,000K. That's quite a difference Congratulations, we did it, everyone. Take your hand and pat yourself on the back, because we as a community are damn cool. That means we get to do a giveaway. Also, if we hit 50 viewers, we'll do another giveaway. So, hey, don't start typing it, Dag. Come on, don't trigger everyone until I have started it. Dag, you're like a cat. Gotta scold you a little bit. He's like the cat that'll push something off the counter even when you tell the cat not to. It looks at you and it's just like... Okay. I'm gonna start this giveaway. Start this giveaway. Ready? You got 5 minutes to enter. You must be following to qualify, and you gotta type exclamation giveaway. Okay, while this is going, we're going to switch to another map. I really like this, though. Fantastic. Beautiful map. Actually, let's take a look at assets for a minute. So... Here, let's put a shark in the arena. Oh man, that's a big shark. Never mind. Too big. 50 megabytes. Too big. These are uploaded by Asmodeus. Dallas RT is Asmodeus. So when you see that, I don't know who Centimar Devarian is, but they are going ham uploading stuff. They just are finding stuff online and crediting the person. Hand crawling, animated. Is there a resemblance? You know, I haven't seen Wednesday yet, so don't spoil it for me, okay? I cycle through all of the... So I don't do, like, every stream service at once. I just do, like, one at a time. Maybe two at most. So, like, I usually will have Amazon Prime and, like, one other one at any given point. And so, like, right now I have Hulu, and then after this I'm going to HBO Max. I switch through them every few months. It's on Netflix, I believe. Wednesday is. That's creepy. Yep, okay. I'm gonna have nightmares about that. Let's move on. Let us move on. loading another map. We're gonna check out Zach's latest map, these Botanical Gardens. I like the little covered walkway. Really nice. Ooh, that's neat. Really cool, Zach. Yeah, I will walk around in first person in a moment. I just love to kind of dive in and absorb it first from overhead, and then I do a walkthrough in first person typically. Oh, look who won. The Royal TH just won. You gotta claim that if you want to get it. Exclamation claim to win. You got about a minute to claim. Hurry it up, Real TH. Gotta claim it. Gotta claim it. You gotta be faster than that. There you go. Yeah, woo! Congratulations! Let's give them a big pat on the back for winning a free code of Dungeon Alchemist. And let's all be good sports. Like I always love to say, that we can't all win, but we can all be winners. So make sure we're good sports and pass on the love. And Real TH, I will send you your code in a bit, okay? I'm sure there's a doll somewhere, knowing Zach. Is there like an official entrance? Like, is this the entrance? Maybe I shouldn't get too close to that plant. Let's see. No, it's got to be safe, right? It's okay. Ah! Just kidding. Found her. Want an apple or a lemon. Whatever. This is cool. Like it. The lighting is really cool too. Zach, how long did this take you, my friend? Remember, you can always close all the doors at once. Also open them all at once. So if it is a bit frustrating, there are ways to work around it. I'm expecting signs everywhere, Sack, that say how poisonous everything is. Oh, it was right there. I walked right past it underneath. Smart. Oh my goodness.
Hi, hands up. Cody. Are you Cody?
Aroo-roo. Roo-roo-roo. Steady. Roo-roo. Little boy. Little boy. You okay, little guy? You frozen? One thing you could do is just leave blank signs in places, so you know what I mean? Like where people can put them, so you kind of give a suggested area for them. But yeah, I get it. It adds more work for you.
Little pupper.
Gotcha. Are you freezing? What are you doing? I don't have any snacks. Okay. What's that? What's that? What's that? $25 hours a week. Those are rookie numbers. I'm just kidding. Those are some serious map making hours, man. That's awesome. Oh my goodness. He's a good boy. Yeah, the good boy. I'm gonna scratch those ears. Scratch those ears. Oh no. Oh, okay. You okay, Papa? Are you okay? You wanna get down? Oh my gosh, you're shivering so much. Okay, go get mom. Go get mom. Roo roo! I was hoping to get him to bark as he walked out. Okay, let's go in this room. That's where I was gonna go. Okay, let me show you how to open, close all the doors. So let's say I want to have every door open, right? Or every door closed. Close one door, Control C, and then Control V. All the doors will close in just a couple clicks. As you saw here, this door, watch this when I undo it. The other thing that you could do with this is open all of them. Same way, right? That's funny. Yeah, that's why you gotta be careful what you're changing the color of. You know what I mean? I don't usually do mass color changes. I typically will turn lights on and off, or open and close doors, disable it, enable animations. You know, you change the brightness of lights, change the color of lights, but sometimes I'll do mass color changes. Another thing, though, is like, for instance, let's say you did a whole map with blank abstracts. You could copy a single one with an abstract to all the others if you drag it across the map. So every abstract could be changed simultaneously. Gotta be careful. Good work, Zach. Thank you for sharing, my friend. Much appreciated. This is a very beautiful map. Let's see here. Scroll down a little bit. Take a look at some of these. Here's another arena. Take a look at this really quick. One moment. Trying to lost my mouse entirely. There it is. Did someone seriously unfollow us? It looks like the... Oh, nope, it stayed. We're good. Hey, Reb, how you doing? Nope, I've never streamed before, actually, Dag. Whoa, tons of the houses are missing. Holy cow, which house is missing? I'm so confused right now. That thing was like full of houses. Oh my gosh, Reb. It's weird. It's like it didn't prompt me to download any of them that were missing. And there's only one I said, no, I don't want it. Weird. You know what I might need to do is go to this asset collection. This one here. Download all. If there's updates, I'll get them now. There's a few of them that are, like, been slightly altered. I grabbed them before too, but they've been updated and I'm not sure what's going on. Doesn't seem to be placing them in this map and I wanted to get it to work. So I want to figure out if this is a bug or something before we move forward. It does look a lot like Attack on Titan, huh? Oh, okay. Maybe that's why. Those assets are local and they didn't share them on the workshop after they published it. So that's why I can't use them. That could be part of the problem here. Oh well. It's confusing, but it is what it is. Von Yakos, your map was on there, I just noticed, that you said you were having trouble with, right? Let me see if I can pull that one up. Take a look at it. So I don't know if it's a bug or if it's the assets on the workshop that we're having trouble with, and we're trying to pinpoint it. But apparently there are some assets that, like, they'll look great when you're building the map, but when you try to like look at it again, they're invisible. And we can't really track it per se. We're having trouble with it. Oh man, that windmill's going crazy. So is there a house over here that's missing, Von Yakos? Maybe there is one here. Yeah, it's invisible for sure. That is weird. There is something here. I can see it. Medieval House 8. That's the one I was trying to put out that was having the problem. Okay, well, I'm looking at your map, my friend, and so that's why I'm trying to figure it out. I'm seeing where the ones where the preview disappears is ones that have a problem. This one comes out, this is fine, right? But watch, this one, the preview disappears. So does the asset. It's there now that I put it there. Medieval House 8, Medieval House 4. Medieval House 14, 13. Let's take a note. Any of them that disappear, watch, 2 works, 3 doesn't. So any of them that disappear with a preview are the problem, are problematic. Whether it's DA or the asset itself remains to be determined. We're going to have to play around with it. What I'd recommend doing, Yakos, for now is just put another one that's more reliable. You know what I mean? I'm just saying these assets here are definitely invisible when I put them out, so they're already a problem. I can't even put them out. But like this one here, it works. This one here doesn't. This one here, notice in the preview it disappears. It's a problem to place. But if the preview's fine, then it's fine. That is weird. Honestly, people have shared stuff up to like 100 some odd megabytes that still works. I think Carl Moore was just suggesting that more than putting a limit on it. What do you mean, Swedish Cook? It's spinning so fast. Just stare at it. That won't make you dizzy at all. I mean, if they're uploaded again, I should get the update automatically for it. So if they're updated by the publisher, then you'll get a small little update with DA the next time you load it. Okay, so here's the problem with that. There should be no version mismatch at this point. These should be the most updated ones in my app. So I should be able to place these. I'm assuming either something's up with the colliders for this, or something's up with the model itself. It also could be just something with DA and this particular model having trouble. But, you know, we're bound to run into issues. Let me, let me leave this map and we'll go to a new map and we'll come back, okay? I'm just gonna open another map really quick. Like a brand new map. Also, I may need to reload DA entirely. Just so I get the updated version of the file, because I have to, like, get the updated info from the workshop. Alternatively, what I can do is go here to subscribed assets, right? And then I'll just find under structural. I guess not. I don't know where they're at. Medieval House 9. I'm gonna unsubscribe and then I'm gonna resubscribe. See if it's different now. Well, wouldn't it show up under all structural then, technically? It's still invisible. I'm gonna reload DA. Just see if it's any different. Man, I gotta change my desktop background. This is a very interesting bug, to say the least, and I'm very, like, I'm committed to trying to figure out how to track it and what the problem is, you know? Hey, but look, see, when I highlight it now, it doesn't disappear. Medieval House 8 definitely needs a look-see. "12 is working now. Let's go back to that map of Von Yakos's, right? Hey, look. These are the two he just fixed. So one's still missing, but it is house 8. Oh, you just did 8. So the next time I reload DA, it should fix 8. I'm gonna try it right now. It also might take a moment because Steam Workshop has to like validate the stuff. So what's going on with it, Real TH? If you haven't figured it out by now, Real TH is Asmodeus, so... He's the one updating them, so... It's the colliders? What's up with them? Are they too small, or... Go to another map. So if the collider is inside of the object, then... Or were they just like teeny and making it invisible? Yeah, it is a familiar map. It's a good map too, by the way, Watchtower. Appreciate it. Really loved the breakwater, you know? It added a lot of fun to it. Sorry, I'm just quickly loading between maps so we can test this, because we're trying to fix this issue, but I think we did sort it out. It is pretty much, the model has to be uploaded and shared correctly, and the colliders have to be configured correctly, which means I'm still waiting for 8. Let's go to the workshop. Go to structural. Instructions. I'm gonna just unsub from this one and then resub to it, and then we'll restart DA. Basically, I'm just trying to jump start this instead of waiting for the auto update. It is a good map, by the way. It's still broken on this end. Let me reload DA one more time. I just got an update right now for it, so that will definitely fix the problem. Just type lamprey, you'll find it. Here, I'll get it. I'll get the link. Hey, look, it's all working. No, now this one's not working. Medieval House 4 all of a sudden changed. What changed with that one? Huh. Well, it's getting there slowly. So 8 and 9 are fixed, or 3 and 8 and 9, and so as you can see, Von Yakos, I think it's just mostly a matter of the assets need to be configured correctly. Sometimes they'll work and sometimes they won't. And because it's user-submitted content, we're going to rely heavily on them doing that correctly. So if you notice an asset is a problem, hop on the workshop and comment. Just say, hey, you know, you can go to the asset in the workshop and look at it. Like, that's what I would recommend doing, and there's a comment section below. So in this case, like... One second. So, like, if you found one that's bad, just go comment, and not rude, you know, just be like, hey, I was playing with this asset, and I noticed it isn't working correctly. Could you take a look at it? Maybe the colliders are incorrect or something? Maybe it's a notification setting, Sack? Because I get notifications when I get comments, I'm pretty sure. Wardrums Jr., by the way, thank you for that follow that I didn't notice earlier. Yeah, I think that might be a privacy setting or something you have specifically set up that way, my friend. It's like no one ever calls me. Phone's unplugged from the wall. Ooh, let's look at the Sky Island Alchemist shop. It's probably some sort of Steam universal, like, comment notifications. Oof, okay. I'm not gonna do this Claymore. That's too big. We'll do the rest. See you later, Von Yakos. Man, there's a lot of assets just for this one thing. It's not checked by default. Gotcha. Thank you, Gore. Appreciate it. Ha! Perspective-wise, this gives the impression that there is it's way high up. And then there's a small little village, whatever, and I like the abstract down there. Great use of the abstracts. Now that you can resize them, just disable collisions and abstracts can be pretty much the whole floor. If you want them to be. But yeah, there's a couple of airships down here. They're really small to give it it's forced perspective, essentially. Or kind of like a tilt shift, if you will. This rope gives me some serious Skylanders vibes, by the way. That's a good question, actually. I didn't even check before. It'd be awesome if when I loaded this, it just showed the current map right here, like under a tab. Like whatever one you're on, if it's already in the workshop. Let's go down and find this. JetIguess is the person. Sky Island Alchemist shop. Let me get a link. Okay, got it. This little airship. Skyship. The dock. rock up here. This is nice. A really great perspective. It's an interesting concept, for sure. Like, those do feel really far away, if I'm not lying. Like, really far. Yeah, it's like, this is an island, like, way, like 2 miles below, you know? These ships are like a mile below is what it feels like. I'm right above this one, but these ones are like super far. This is so cool. I mean, I will give credit where credit's due, but it's also possible this person didn't even see your tutorial. Not everyone's in our Discord. And a lot of people were tackling forced perspective in different ways prior to it, but the tutorial does help tremendously. So let's just assume they learned from it. I do love it. It's interesting. It's super cool. Yeah, it could be a giant, a sky giant, or a cloud giant. Yeah, exactly. Could be either or. Very interesting. Cool, let's go open a new map. I just kind of like to think of it as like it's a sky biome where like everybody lives on these really tall, like jutting mountaintops because that's the only land available. It's either tons of sky or sea below. Oh, Watchtower. Come on, I'm not trying to burst your bubble. I just like, I mean, I don't want anyone being like, oh yeah, I was the first person to do this. I mean, Sack did forced perspective like almost a year ago and has been sharing it on our Discord for a while. So it's like I'm not trying to like I just don't want to belittle anyone else's work either. You know what I mean? I think Overworld and like in general, like forced perspective is something people have wanted for a long time and have been trying to find that like very close feel, and it's been hard to accomplish until recently because of, you know, the lack of the ability to scale stuff up and down with impunity. And now that we have that, I think it's unlocked the potential for everyone to really take advantage of that, and we're starting to see it a lot more now, for sure. So I apologize if I was like taking away your thunder there, and I'm not trying to. I do appreciate your tutorial. It's fantastic. And I love everyone who shares like new ideas and stuff. It's like always amazing to me. Okay, let's take a look at this cathedral while we're sitting here. Y'all gotta see this thing. It's insane. Oh, the cathedral's nuts. Y'all ready? You are, my friend. I do appreciate it. And like I do like love what you did. So it's not like I'm trying to take away from it. In fact, I'm probably going to start making an official variation of it soon for both our wiki and probably like a YouTube type thing, but I'm going to tackle a couple things first. So one, I've been updating our wiki, which is awesome. Like yesterday, I updated it with all the hotkeys for Windows. I'm going to add all the Mac ones later today or tomorrow. And then I am going to redo the caves and sewers tutorials because they are incredibly dated now and it's much easier to accomplish. Then lastly, I am planning to start expanding that to have more tutorials. I've been waiting for a couple of updates to get to this point to make sure that, you know, things are much more approachable with tutorials, because almost every update for a while we were changing everything drastically. Well, thank you, my friend. Oh, it's insane. Trust me, Watchtower, myself, and the mods, we appreciate each and every person in our community who, you know, reaches out and helps, offers support and tips and tricks and whatnot, their insight and feedback, suggestions, all that. We appreciate it. If you run in and yell Sanctuary, it's free. Yeah, I think, you know, like, it was hard for me to make a tutorial about features that were rapidly changing or within an update would be, like, not the same, you know? So I do feel like putting the brakes on the long form ones for a while we fine-tuned and kind of got to a more stable version of DA, where the build isn't so dramatically different each time. It'll be easier to make those tutorials, but I've also been doing short form tutorials, and then obviously these streams, you know, like 4 streams a week now between Twitch and Discord, where I'm here for you to teach you and offer you support and tips and tricks and showcase community efforts. Ooh, I like that in the wall. That's cool. Oh, I will in a moment. We'll jump down. Just kind of wanted to show you the upper floor plans. It's like crazy. Yeah, they definitely fleshed out the walkable space. Like, the floor plan is really well designed. Okay, let's look in these cabinets. Is there anything? Nope. Ah, bummer. Dag, why do you always let the dark thoughts creep in? You're like, jump from the top. Won't let me jump in there for some reason. Yeah, it's like there's a box blocking me from getting in. There. So, what's the trick with that, Sack? Why don't you talk about it here in chat and we could talk about it a little bit? I like how there's the little spot for confessions, confessional booth. Honestly, you know, it's funny you say that, Ricky, but I do play a lot of shooters. Like, that's my experience with FP games for the most part, or FP stuff. So I do like a lot of quick movement, and in addition to that, I'm like my field of view is pretty high, or at least it was before. It might have reset. Yeah, I have it up to 100. But the best part is we've only explored, like, the front half. it just keeps going and getting further and further expanded. Got the lovely, you know, area up in the front here for sitting and worshiping and listening. And oh, we got the whole little everything set up in here. This is amazing. Oh, can I make it? Will it blend? Nope. Okay, I'm trapped. This is crazy. Okay, let's see if this works. Oh. Does it have to be an ice flow, or can it be any object? Oh. I was, you know. That's some Halo music. You're not aware. I'm assuming that's some Latin. Oh yeah, isn't that from that's from yep, Monty Python, right? Whoa, what? What's going on there? One of them stuck behind a wall of force. That's ominous. What's this, like, women giving out weaponry is not a system of government. It's ridiculous. So, just because the best part is, like, what are they doing? They're just, like, making mud pies or something. They're, like, absolutely doing nothing of value. Can I only turn off the chandeliers? I can only turn off the chandeliers one at a time, or I can turn off all lights. You can turn off all lights. Unfortunately, they don't distinguish between light types. Mud farming. Because, you know, that's useful. It's very much a contribution to society. I saw what you typed, Zach. The bot got you, though. Unfortunately, it would turn everything off in the entire place simultaneously. All lights. Watch, I'll do a 1080 no scope on this statue here. Anyway, this map is stunning, very beautiful. Let's take a look on the outside here. In fact, I'm probably going to lower me graphics a little bit to low, just so we can get an increased frame rate while we're out here. But as you can see, they've got like these lovely gardens. walkways. It's a very beautiful cathedral, and it's a massive map. Top down, it's very, very playable in top down because a lot of the space is visible, even in the tower here. And, you know, you could even probably pull away sections and do different exports for different layers. Man, okay, is it just me, or is the bell tower so high you can't even see it? Is that like its base height? No, it's up too high because it's raised up, I'm wondering. Let's take a look. Yep, from a top down you can see it until right there is where it gets cut off. So I'm going to leave it there and we'll take a look at that. So I'm noticing the upper camera has kind of a limit as to where it can see and can't see. I don't know why there is a cutoff there, but hey. This actually looks pretty good overall. Hopefully this doesn't prevent me from moving any further. That's really not bad at all. Watchtower, did you make this map? So you could do an export with this floor. And then just cut away each section a little bit and save it. You know, save as floor 2, floor 1, you know. So there's probably only 3 floors total. But yeah, if this is up higher, of course. Like, if you raise this bell tower up to the ceiling, then you could see through it and under it. But I also like seeing it. That's just kind of a way to approach it, either way. Hey, Geshcon, how you doing? You been enjoying Dungeon Alchemist so far? If I recall correctly, you wanted like last week, right? Want a copy? Or a week before? In a wrestling match, nobody bites like Geshcon. Hope you don't mind. We improv'd your name into the you know, somewhat famous you know, Beauty and the Beast song, Gaston. What's up with the little pads here? Are these just walking like things? I don't know. Little stone pathways, pavers. Anyway, beautiful map, wonderful. It's really just, it goes to show that really all you need to be is someone with a gun to be a villain. Be just a creepy guy with a gun. A stalker with a gun. Dude is one of the creepiest villains. Okay, we're going to look at assets for a little bit. But before we do, I want to load up a new map. Be ready for an island surrounded by those, what are they called? Lily pads. Because I don't know why we can't generate one without lily pads around it. I think the island one shouldn't have lily pads, but like I understand the river and the lake one, but an ocean wouldn't have lily pads. That doesn't make sense. Salinity's too high. They do kind of look like arrows. That's why I was saying, what are these? From top down, they looked like little like indicators or a puzzle from like Zelda or something. Okay, so I'm gonna go into the workshop. Yeah, but it's not as common as an island in the sea. Okay, there's far less like... Anyway, you get what I'm saying. Let's do this one. Sail away with me to another place. We will rely on each other. Uh-huh. Well, this one's got a Union Jack on it, so we need a pirate one over here. Goodness. DA just had a brain fart. Hopefully it doesn't crash. There it is. Oh man, the ship. Yeah. I don't like it. Let's try a different one. Seriously, every time I'm putting something, it's like breaking down. A gathering of angels appeared above my head. Yeah, I need to restart DA. They sang to me this song of hope, and this is what they said. Yep, DA is like crapped out. 1 second here. Probably. It was only like point something megabytes, though. That's why it's confusing. Like, even deleting this is causing this to crash. Yep. Can't even click that one. Every time I try to click on it, it just messes up. It's a 4070 Ti and 128 gigabytes of RAM. It's not for lack of power. I just think this asset's way too big. Yeah, this thing takes up way too much space. Look at the bounding box for it. It's insane. Unsub from that one. No, it was another one. It was like an airship, a sky ship. I don't know how to get rid of this one. This one here, how big is this thing? It's 40 megabytes. It's cool, but it has problems for sure. Gonna undo. Let's see here. These ones are huge. We already placed that one. Let's do this one. No, those on grasslands, those have always been present, my friend. Yep, you just have to repaint the ground with a different texture to get rid of it. There's some base objects that are visible in some of the paints always. You likely just repainted it, Robert. So we've got like basically kind of like a Sea of Thieves setup here where one ship is on the other one side and this one's getting ready to do a broadside. He slept a time or two since then. That's cool. Man, we are almost done today. We've only got about 20 minutes left in the stream, so if y'all have any questions, need any need any guidance with your builds, or you have some feedback, suggestions, or you have a map you want me to take a look at on the workshop, now's the time. Doesn't it, Christy? It looks awesome. Skullguard, thank you for the follow. As well as Oparski and Calabozo, thank you. Honestly, I don't see this as an island they were docking on. I see it as more as an island they were battling around. They're using it as cover in between each other. The only thing I can have of the closest ETA on would be Magic, which is our next update. I would say high seas will be closer to the end, based on what Wim was saying a week or so ago on in our office hour stream in Discord. Sure. What's up, Light? Let's talk about it. Either send me the damn file in Discord, or if it's up somewhere I can look at, or if you just want to ask and I'll try and walk you through it. So this here, I see this as like, not necessarily an island they want to keep or fighting over, because look at it, it's just like, just a, you know, a jungle island in the middle of the sea. I see it as more of a boundary between them. But if you ever played like Sea of Thieves, people would use the islands as cover and... Oh, the docks. Gotcha, got you. Ah! My bad. This guy here? Is this like a ship deck here? That's neat. Or another deck here. That's cool. That's really neat. It's a good, like, partial deck. I like it. It's an interesting concept and very abstract. Like, you know, it works well. Very cool. Fantastic. I really like the... Wish the outhouse didn't have a light on it. I mean, you could always turn it off. Maybe even take another outhouse and just... Uh-oh. Hide it. There you go. No more lantern. Yeah, I saw that. The little bumper pads there. Well, there you go. Light, were you able to send me the maps? Oh, no worries. Ah, so you're in the process still of moving everything over. That makes sense. So, Gore, is this for like a one-shot, or is this for a particular, like, interaction in your campaign? Oh, nice. Hey, see you, Reb. Have a good one. Take it easy, okay? Which adventure is it for? Hmm. So is this Waterdeep Docks? Let's see here. Let's go. No worries. Yeah, it does help tremendously for sure. Let's take a look at this. This looks like a whole city. Plenty of things to look at, so no worries. Light, take your time. However, we are running out of time, so. God, that one's huge. Okay. That's a big boy, right? Ugh. Ah. My sciatica's flaring up today. Leg hurts. My leg hurts. Makes sense, bro. You got to get all those maps moved over. Robert, I am just part of the stream now. In the stream, part of the stream. True. If it comes to it, I'll stay a few minutes extra for you, Light. Wow. Wow. Uh-oh, looks like they missed some stuff here, but down there. There's rock down there. I mean, the time of city maps is now. Like, we are in what is essentially the first, I would say, like, probably we're getting into, like, a first real city maps. Like, before it was always something emulated or workarounds or whatever. And now we have all of these assets that you can just put in together to make a very versatile, diverse town in just a few moments. Is it just me or like parts of this missing? Am I stroking out a little bit? Yeah, parts of that asset are missing, like walls. It might be the box around it. But yeah, something's up with it. Even when I shrunk it down, it was still cut off. Anyway, this thing is insane. We're like slowly getting to what is essentially the golden age of city and town map making for Dungeon Alchemist. Dag, your eyes can't see anything anyway. Okay, what's your question here, Light? Ask away, my friend. I'm getting the map loaded right now. Oh. Remind me of Stargate symbols, or like the symbols for, I guess they're just Egyptian symbols. Any advice to spruce it up? Okay, so I will say this room here, there's a lot of open space on either side. Maybe put some decorations in here, like statues, or like those what are they? Like the fonts, a water font. So it's not so open. You know what I mean? Are you expecting players to run clear over here and clear over here? Let's kind of fill in these spaces here. I like this. This is a good use of space. It's very simple and to the point. Let's see here. This is concise, and it looks like there's probably a puzzle or something in this room. The way this right here, for some reason, reminds me of what was it? It's like the symbol for like a character for an old arcade game. What was the game? Like where you're in a spaceship or something, you were shooting up. What was that game called? Metroid? Something like that? Maybe Metroid? I don't know. Space Invaders. It looks like Space Invaders a little bit. So this is interesting. I like this. And that idea there, Ricky, is a good one. But you know, something in here like a caterpillar or like a guardian in this room or something. Maybe a caretaker of this space would be an interesting one. Let's see here. I do like the layout though. It's clean. It's interesting. It's not too busy, but at the same time, it's got, you know, just a good balance. Let's see here. Moving down. So is this the entrance? Right? This right here. I don't know. They seem to be well melded. It's just the darkness makes them appear like that. Won't work in a pit, y'all. You're asking for something that doesn't work. We gotta move it into the dark. So that's just like a whole bunch of steps. So essentially, we're going to have to drop an abstract, make the abstract covered in effects, and then move that down in there. Let's see here. It's a lot of work for a little payoff. But yeah, it can give a little bit of effect to it. I really like this puzzle. I think you've got something really good here overall, Light, though. That's great. The back area. Let's take... Ooh, treasure hoard here. I'm assuming you teleport here somehow. Yeah, not everyone can do effects very easily. What is going on? This is ominous. So this looks like a big space for a battle or something. Maybe some cover in here because it's very open other than the center spire, like some rocks. Like little things like that throughout. Maybe a couple of, like... I don't know. Bushes, rocks, hedges could be cool in here, for sure. So whenever I see a huge open space, I immediately think there's going to be a battle. And I often wonder, is there enough cover for the players? Is it just a big open space? Giving cover to your squishier players that need it, or half cover, is a great option. And at least having something. You know what I mean? So I don't know what your plan is here, but I would say, just based on the space, it gives me the impression something big is happening here. Oh wow, that's cool, Light. I like this. This is nice. It's like an underground library. Uh-oh. It looks like you filled this area in pretty decently. I would say maybe just you got some storage and stuff, but maybe like or is that where they eat? I don't know, maybe somewhere else, like just another table with like food on it or something in here to fill it out a little bit more. I'd say overall, it's pretty good. Let's take a look at the next one. This will be the last map we look at for today. And I'm going to wrap up the stream. Ah, I see you're tracing it here, huh? And that's a trip, but it's awesome. Really cool. Let me get rid of the tracing layer really quickly so I can see better. I wish there was just a way to like hide the tracing layer. Like turn it on and off like an eye, you know? Instead of like deleting the tracing layer. See you, Raven. Have a good one. Yeah, you want to. Sack's smart there. You want to extend the edge so it's not so constrained near the outside edges. If you extend the map edges out quite a bit, then the camera's more fixed and focused in the center. Yeah, these walls out here will be very, very skewed at the edge, but if you extend the map out, even just to extend it for extending its sake, then the camera's perspective is skewed differently. Does that make sense? So now it's got a bunch more squares on this side to help skew it and make it like more centered. And that's really only a problem if you export as a perspective 3D wall or a limited perspective, but if you do orthographic top down, then it's not as problematic, in fact. And essentially, I mean, you could get rid of everything on the outside edge, change it to a different terrain type or whatever, but now it's a much more centered, and the walls are less skewed at the edges. Inside of this, make sure you... It seems like a very big maze. There's lots of twists and turns. Make sure to give your players a couple spots for short rests or long rests, especially if there's lots of encounters. The only other thing I can suggest is I'm noticing that a lot of your hallways are like just a single width, which can slag combat if there's combat encounters in here, especially in the maze areas. One way to work around that, and you've already done a ton of work here, so I'm not telling you to redo your work, but in the future, one thing you can do, especially when you're tracing a donjon map, double the size of the DA map relative to the donjon map. So instead of the alleys being 5 feet wide, they're 10 feet wide. Does that make sense? So if you double, so let's say your donjon map is 50 by 50, you would do the DA map as 100 by 100 and fit that to it. That way it would be bigger, like wider hallways and stuff. But in a maze, it also makes sense to have them be 5 foot wide. Exactly. But you could work both ways, Robert. So you could do the same matching, which is, a perfect 5 foot, or you could double the DA map to compensate for the donjon maps being 10 feet wide. It's a really simple workaround. I get you. I get you. This is really cool, though. Very cool. So you're saying make this whole outside area a bottomless pit? Let's try this. I'm going to draw it all as one single pit. This is going to take a while. Or not. Who knows? Well, there you go. Smart. It's clever. Cool, cool. That's an interesting technique there. Well, thank you so much for sharing that, Sack. And Light, I hope we were able to help you out, buddy, but I think you're on the right track overall. These maps are beautiful, very intricate, you know what I mean? Detailed. I know your players will enjoy them for sure. And like this trick we just showed you here, now there's this beautiful bounded border around it. So when you export, even at a 3D perspective, let's say you export at, you know, oops, what are you doing? This perspective here with the 3D. So if you have, you know, the perspective 3D walls, it's the camera isn't as skewed out towards the edge and the walls will fit better. Very cool. All right, everyone. I have had a lot of fun hanging out with you today, but I got to wrap it up. Today's damn stream was a damn success. Thank you, everyone who shared your maps on the workshop and your assets. We had a lot of fun looking over them and learning from them. I appreciate all the new followers today. We pushed over that 2,000 milestone and are now up to 2,005 followers and counting. Thank you so much for all the new followers. Welcome again to the damn fam. We will be back Monday with Map Maker Monday. So if you are interested in checking out Map Maker Monday, here is, oops, you don't type the exclamation mark. Here's our, oh my gosh, why can't I type today? I'm spelling schedule completely wrong. There we go. Anyway. We're going to delete that one. We're going to delete that one. And we're going to delete that one. So now you can see the schedule in there. We have a variety of other social platforms where you can find us throughout the week. Make sure you drop us a follow on the ones that you use so you can catch up with the latest news for Dungeon Alchemist. Other than that, I really appreciate all the support today, all the chatters, all the lurkers, everyone who just dropped in, even for a second. It means the world to me. We will see you Monday with Mapmaker Monday, and again Tuesday with Office Hours in Discord. If you're not a member of our Discord, I highly recommend joining the server. We host 2 streams a week in that server, and there are RSVPable events that you can kind of mark that you're interested in. And essentially, when the event happens, it'll give you a reminder on your phone. So if you forget to put in your calendar or forgot it was happening, then you're like, oh, the stream's happening right now. I can go check it out. Anyway, make sure you do check that out, and we will see you next time. I give a damn. Mac out. There's an Insta up above there, Kaihira. Or no, or Light. Sorry, Light. There is an Insta up above. We'll see ya. Bye, everyone.